Hello, one all. How are you today on this Wednesday afternoon? Well, noon where I am, Hamilton, Ontario, as it's just turned in. So but if it's morning to you, good morning. If it's night, good night. Well, don't go to sleep now on me. You just got here for the live draw. I don't know what I'm talking in that accent. Um, we are doing, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's from Ghost in the Shell. Hello, Valned. How are you? This is suggestion from Mighty Geek Studios. Like I said, I don't know exactly how to pronounce her name. It starts with an M, so. Um, and for those beginning, remember to hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe if you've yet to subscribe. I'm doing good, Valned. And make sure you are still subscribed. We know YouTube has that nasty habit of unsubscribing people. So, but that's the way things go. I'll get a very nice thing from Roberts. Hey, Trusty. So I will switch over to my drawing camera. So you lovely people can see me draw. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Let's see if I can figure it out for a sec. Uh, Motoko Kusanagi. Motoko Motoko Kusanagi. Angie? I have no idea. And it looks like she has a few different looks. I'm gonna go with the sexiest one for you guys. And gals. How are you today, Trusty? And welcome to the other person that is watching. I think you guys are both there to see it. So, what do you think of Major Maple Leaf? Or as he might end up getting called by a bunch of Canadians that know anything about the Toronto Maple Leafs, he might end up getting called Major Make Me Laugh. Um, okay, you didn't get a notification even though the bell was wrong. Maybe unclick the bell and re-click it And I've heard something about making sure when you click it that it's for all things, not some things. So and that's why it's also good to have me on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter and you have a Twitter account, why not follow me there? Because you will probably get a notification there as well that I am going live. So, since, well, right now, although I hear after tomorrow, after on the first, that they won't be doing that automatically. But as soon as I go live, I'll just go into my thing and share it. Hello, K Money. How are you? It says, Mighty Geek. And thank you for coming and giving your support, K Money. We appreciate it, or I appreciate it more accurately. And any panelists who come in the near future, well, the link has been sent out for panelists. They choose to come, fine. If they choose not to come, fine. At work, popping into show support. Awesome. Well, we always appreciate that. Popping in to show support. I am, as you probably learned from watching my new entrance video. Oh, yes, people, that reminds me. Have a new welcome video for those that are listening. If you want to go check it out, I just put it up yesterday. So it's about a minute and a half long. Give your comments on what you think. Uh, hey, I will take a look. I am drawing Motoko from Ghost in the Shell. And since there's nobody else here, there's nobody else drawing. So is Major Motoko going to be wearing a Maple Leaf jersey? I don't know. You'd have to ask Manny. He seems obsessed with the Canadian thing from me, just because I don't know why. My I suspect it's just because I'm from Canada. Somehow I always need to be drawing something Canadian. Nice. When do we get to see some comic pages? Well, I've started doing small videos. Well, I record an hour of me doing what's the name of it? Tales Beyond the Gate pages. John's slowly working on Canadian Shield #1 remastering it. I have my old pages that I could easily show people if they want it in the chat from what I did, which is available on my thing, my website for $2.50. The Major is making her debate on Cross Comics Live. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean, Mighty. And I take it you mean by Santa, you mean my new welcome video? Looks good. Right now I've got 2 short videos on the thing on Tales Beyond the Gate. Like I said, I record myself and then I do a time-lapse version. I speed it up. Hello, Test Monkey. Afternoon to you too. Oh, my picture. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Brandon. Nice roof. Nice ceiling, I should say.
I was just getting ready to get my stuff out before I did anything, but hello to you too, Rick.
What can we say? We have Brandon here. What descriptive word can we use for Brandon, people? That's nice.
Okay, let me pull up the chat here.
And accurate. Mighty Geek says, "What's new, Brandon?"
Nothing much, Mighty Geek. Alright, then let's get ready to do Hulk now.
Ooh, you do Hulk. We smash this Hulk.
I'm gonna get some markers, then do some markers over it, because what I go for is when I do pencil with it, I do a marker over it because it gives it a nice smooth touch.
So, Brandon, have you got a chance to check out my new welcome video?
Ah, shoot, no, I didn't. Oh, I was busy yesterday. Sorry.
No problem.
I'll check it out later on.
Yeah. Well, it's only a minute and a half. Actually, under a minute and a half. So I'm just trying to get a little feedback from what people think.
Well, I'll check it out.
It's better. I made it yesterday, and I think it's better than my seven major character thing.
Yeah.
That's like an hour long. Hopefully, it gives people a good feel of the channel.
Yeah, I got my phone set down for a little bit because I'm trying to do a slide I can't do with just one hand.
Yes, it was. I already said that it was you that suggested I draw. Well, I didn't know she was major, but Motoko. I keep saying that different each time I'm messing it up.
Sounds like the same taco, the same thing like that Vine they had on YouTube, like saying free Shavakadu.
Vane says, I like the welcome vid and shared it on Twitter. I like the fast cuts between all the character images. Cool.
Actually, while I'm on here, let me go check that out right now. Now I can see. Yeah, today's a cold one. I actually had a day off from work because of the storm we had here. It's cold enough where you can actually freeze your fingers off.
Mm. Turn me down, mother.
I can hear the feedback in the back room.
Hence why I told her to turn me down.
It's okay. Okay, let's take a look at that thing. Whoops.
Might want to put earphones on while listening to it.
Nice little thing you did there, like a flash of every single character.
Yeah, there's two of some in there.
Yeah, I would put headphones on so I can hear it, but I can't. The ones I have before, they're busted. Nicely done. Casey, come here. Come here. It's funny, I actually started doing some snack videos. I only got one up there, though.
Yeah, I noticed. Trying to steal my shtick.
Hey, I started to do it before, okay? But the only reason why I took them down was because they came out stupid.
Some people like stupid.
I ain't trying to steal no one's gig.
I've been meaning to say that to you for the longest time. Stealing my shtick.
Ah.
What do you people think? Is Brandon trying to steal my shtick? He put up this video about a snack, an individual snack.
Doritos
Like
spicy chili, sweet chili or something like that.
Santa Raven says, Brandon, why are you stealing?
I ain't stealing, okay? I had snack videos up before Rick started putting up snack videos, but they came out stupid, so I took them down. I figured I'd get back into it again, and I did the one with the Doritos.
Okay. So, did you have it before started doing it on my other channel, which is where most of those have come from?
I probably didn't. I probably didn't know anything about that, so probably my error now. Still didn't steal because I didn't know anything about it, so you can't blame me for it. But still, I ain't stealing no one's gig.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
But I'm trying to go towards a little bit healthier snacks because there's certain things that really won't agree with my stomach.
Yeah. Yes. Brandon's new shtick is healthy snacks.
Pretty much.
Okay. Mighty Geek says he thinks my welcome video is funny. Okay, why do you think my welcome video is funny?
I don't see how anything about it's funny, really. I'm not gonna fart on stream, Santa Raven. You think I'm that gross? Keep it up. I'll do one if you want.
Can't let them get to you, Brandon. Can't let them get to you.
No, but seriously, I may let out a few burps, but fart, really?
Sure, why not?
I wouldn't do that.
So you say now. Let's see. Test Monkey said, I just watched your vid, Rick. He said we hit an epileptic seizure.
This ain't one of the Pokemon episodes, so I doubt it did that. I'm still trying to figure out how it did that though. It's just little colored lights on the show. I don't understand that.
Yeah, well, depending on how they're doing it, how fast, blah blah blah, will do that sort of thing to
Oh,
people.
okay.
That's JP4 Test Monkey 13A. Yeah, it's a seizure simulator. I think I did the hostess history sticks in my live one. The one that was I did live on the other channel. It's like 30 minutes long.
Hickory sticks.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of those. Must be something you got in Canada because we don't have those here, as far as I know. I gotta give me more of these pens. That actually smells kind of decent.
AP says, I'm going to review foods in sub-zero weather till June. Okay, I just got to know one thing, JP. Where are you going to do that? There will be sub-zero weathers till June.
Hey, he could try to do them here. It's Sub-Zero here, basically.
Yes, but is it going to be sub-zero weather till June there?
Good point.
Which was my point when I was saying it to him. Because I know he's not in Alaska.
He says in the freezer lab.
Uh,
Now, you see, I will only burp on stream. I will not fart on it. I should be doing it in general, but that's baking soda talking.
you know, my mom just heard that.
Whoops. Sorry. Oh, man. I forgot about that. Oh, crap.
What if your mom watched it?
Oh, man.
Santa Raven says burping is rude too. Okay, now my mom just heard me burp on stream. Oh well.
Oh my gosh, my stomach hurts. Oh my gosh, my cat's looking at me like I'm having a seizure. Oh, my stomach. I am so sorry. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
I was just bugging you. She doesn't care whether you
Oh
burp
my
on stream or not.
gosh. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Well, so much for sit-ups today.
Santa Raven says stealing, farting, and burping. Brandon is a bad boy.
Okay, first of all, I'm not stealing. I did burp, but I didn't fart.
You stole my
not a
stick. I'm just teasing. Everybody knows it. That's
I know.
why
That's why I'm playing along there.
JP says I've stolen all of John's IPs. Yeah, well, John stole everybody else's IPs too. And that's his stick. Now Brandon's going to try and do it. Steal people's ID saying that they've stolen his.
Really?
What's Brandon's channel called? Cross Comics 2? No.
Okay, come on. Everyone knows what my channel is. Almost everybody.
Brandon Bellinger.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Brandon Burpinger.
Jeez.
Oh, hello, Pizza Ranch Jeremy. Does Brandon like pizza?
Unless it's plant-based, yes. Because if it's dairy or anything like that, can't touch it. Animal products won't agree with me. But do I like it?
It's not so much that you don't like it, it just doesn't agree with your body.
Well, the dairy won't agree with me, the meat won't agree with me, so basically everything I gotta do, plant-based. You love pineapple pizza? Yes, I do. I won't lie about that.
I don't like pineapple pizza. Pineapple is for dessert, people. Dessert! Pizza Ranch, Jeremy says at Costco. We visit all Christian streams trying to do the Lord's work. Awesome, Pizza Ranch.
Cool.
Yes, I am a Christian, ultimately a Christian stream, Mike. I'm not sure whether you checked out my entrance video yet. I do a lot of non Christian characters. That's more to draw people in. But my comic books are what it's about. Ultimately, trying to bring people in so they can see mine. Well, get them interested. I do have I have a scripture of the day thing I do now. Been doing that since the beginning of the year. And there's some stuff called Who Needs a Superhero? And I'm putting the chapters up bit by bit. I did it some of the chapters last year in my high noon stuff. I'm going to be putting them up individually, but basically what they are is bringing superheroes and Christianity together, teaching us lessons from superheroes, showing that we can learn lessons from them scripturally.
I think one of the characters that did a pretty good job at that was Captain America. That was probably like the most Christian character ever for Marvel.
Well, you're more thinking of the movies. I haven't done, or have you read the book yet?
What? Who needs a superhero book?
Yeah, Who Needs a Superhero? Have you read it
I
yet?
I have not read that book yet. I haven't gotten it yet because I haven't got my paycheck yet.
Okay.
I
Well,
want to though because that seems pretty good.
I'm going to be actually today. I've got to read through the chapter on uh, the chapter on Captain America, which I've yet to get to, and I got to start putting it up.
What the?
So I'm definitely glad you could stop by, Jeremy, or Pizza Ranch. What would you like to be called? Pizza Ranch, Jeremy, Pizza Ranch.
Okay, well it's not officially done because I haven't laced it with a marker, but here is my Hulk.
Ah, no! Hulk smash!
Just looking on screen for the video, it looks pretty good. Because originally this had no color for Bruce Timm's one he did, but I put color in there. It's got to do marker in it. So now I can do my Batman Beyond.
What's your beyond?
This is my Beyond.
That's your behind?
I said Beyond. I didn't say Behind. I said Batman Beyond, not Batman Behind. Oh, man.
Okay, no problem. Pizza Ranch, Jeremy.
Yeah, I went to his channel. He has only one video, so I'm going to guess he's just starting. Actually, let me take a look.
Yeah, it might
Yeah,
be
he
on the
probably
first.
just... Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say it might be on the first page that he's only got one video. If you click videos, he might have more than one.
Yeah, he only has one up, so he's just starting. He just started 4 days ago.
Mighty Geek says, "Nice, Brandon," and then Test Monkey says, "Hulk's eyes looks like he was on a date with Bill Cosby."
Oh, no, 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 no. That's not a game I want to play. Oh, that was dirty. That doesn't
Oh,
seem...
we have a bunch of good natured ribbing here to Pizza Ranch, Jeremy. Pizza Ranch, Jeremy says at Test Monkey 13. That doesn't seem kind. Oh, you have somebody coming to your rescue, Brandon.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I don't know. I'm not sure what they mean by that one anyway. Like just coming back from like a date, being on a date with Bill Cosby. Like what the heck? I don't get that.
Well, probably because of the whole mess Bill Cosby got into. You know, that's a put him in
Yeah.
jail.
Test Monkey says sometimes you gotta be cruel to be kind. No. Maybe sometimes I don't know. I'm still learning.
Well, I think he more means in it's sometimes you got to tell people the harsh realities, although it may seem unkind, but
Yeah.
they need to hear it to
Yeah, I've
deal
been
with
watching.
whatever in their life.
Yeah, I've been actually thinking about that a little bit too, because these past 2.5 months or whatever have been like heck. Like I'm probably not letting God take in full charge like I thought I was. And I'm looking at my videos, go like, am I truly letting God taking charge of me, or am I just talking stuff from the flesh? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. It's a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because
Pizza Ranch. Oh, it's like Pizza Ranch. Jeremy wants to know how does drawing risque figures glorify God? Well, the figure itself may not glorify God, but people will then, because people know this character, they will come into my, hopefully they'll watch my video or videos. They'll learn about God or through my other stuff. It's something to draw them in, something that they know about. You know, if I go and say about one of my characters or just say about God, they're not somebody who doesn't want to know, they're not going to come anyway. So you're not going to get them.
and hey Lorenzo.
And let's see, what do we got? Lorenzo says, hey to all of us, our greetings. Test Monkey says he was just joking. Test Monkey says, no eye was bigger than the other. Normally that means drugged or confused. And he's I'm going to skip down to Pizza Ranch. Jeremy says, I must go and help lunch rush. Okay, cool. I will return. And I understand. Cool. And Joshua was asking which character this is. Yes, take care of Pizza Ranch. Jeremy, for me and Brandon. Joshua was asking which character this is. This is Morocco from Ghost in the Shell. I don't exactly know how to pronounce it properly. Mighty Geek can probably come in here and tell us how if he's free.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell. I have the animations once when I was younger, when I was in my old house, but that was like an adult show, so that was on a channel called Adult Swim. Not watching that again. I mean,
And
I'm an adult, but ugh.
let's see. Test Monkey says it's a good-looking Hulk. Was just making a joke. I'm pretty sure Brandon knows that.
I know.
Uh, Test Monkey says, "Okay, I'll just troll Rick from now on." Okay. Mighty Geek says, "Just call her the Major." Okay.
Hey, Elric.
Uh, hey, Alric, he's in the chat. Good to see you. Good to see you too, Lorenzo.
Excuse me. This spec's pretty good for when I'm doing Batman Beyond because when I put in the red for him, this really brings out the black. Holy cow.
And I'm not sure whether Pete's is still listening. The one thing I won't do is I won't do complete nudity in any character. So
Yeah, Elric can't join anymore from his pad for some reason and won't let him.
Okay, that's weird. It might be just today or whatever, who knows? It can be weird sometimes.
Actually, Elric, if I may make a suggestion, you might want to look on YouTube to see what you could do to possibly fix that, because it may be maybe something in the settings. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of thing you got, like an iPad or something. I never had one of those. I'm more of a laptop guy, but you should probably check into that.
Lorenzo saying this is a good group of people. Yes, it is. Let's see. Test Monkey says only nudity we like is a Rick shirtless.
Oh, come on.
And as I've told everybody, that's at 1,000 subs.
I wouldn't do it at all.
I thought you people start sharing this, get me to the 1,000 subs, and I'll do. I was gonna say if you DM me directly, Elric, and give me your email, I'll send it to your email and see whether that might help. I've been trying. He said.
The only problem I got now is I can't finish my Batman Beyond until I get another pencil for drawing, because the pencil I had is now missing. But how's that so far?
That's good. Seems beyond what you can normally do.
Yeah, ever since I started doing the Bruce Timm stuff, I just stuck with Bruce Timm.
It doesn't look that bad, man.
Maybe next time I go ahead and finish up my team.
Oh, we got Evie Harvey Art. Hello, Eve. Or Eve Harvey Art. Been on her. Well, not. I've been in her chat a few times. How are you today? And everybody who's here, make sure you share this out. Let people know I am here drawing, and that we got Brandon as well. That we're here drawing.
Yep.
Well, Brandon, I have this whole drawer of pencils that I'd love to share one with you, but it's sort of hard to pass them through the internet.
It's fine. I'll probably see if I get some more. That's all.
Let's see, Joshua Hughes. Wait, so you'll send the shirtless pic directly?
Oh
No!
my gosh.
No, I'll send him a link to get onto here directly.
That is so dirty.
Let's see what he's eating up. DM me directly on Twitter. And also remember to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, people. Those links are in the chat. Or in the description. Rick, you should take Rick should take his shirt off on the live stream for the 1,000 subscribers too soon. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Lorenzo. I'll do that when I get 1,000 subscribers. I'll do a live stream of it.
Good
Or
lord.
make a video. Or make a video. Whichever you want to say.
Oh.
That'll be part of my 1,000 subscriber celebration. I've been saying it for months. Ever since people brought this up. So
Boy.
Now Joshua used to say, Rick should take his shirt off and paint the Canadian flag on his man bobs.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how that would turn out, me painting myself. I'd have to have a little bit of a mirror set up.
There'll be no bob showing.
Male bobs, he means. Man bobs.
I really don't get why they even do that. Say that anyway, like bobs, okay? First we had the word boob, then we got bobs.
It sounds a little more polite.
Oh.
Everybody knows what it means.
Whoops.
Yeah, I can't do any with it, sir. Can you even can you DM me on Twitter? Let's see. Okay, I think I should have it. Let's see, new message. DM the message directly, the link directly to you, Alric, if you want to get on. If not, in that same spot, put your actual email address, and I will send it there. And see whether you can get on from your email. Thank you, E. Ortiz.
Whee!
Oh, Brandon, I think you knocked this out.
No, I'm here.
I hit with the burp. You knocked this over, knocked this out.
How could you hear that? My mouth was closed. That was so quiet.
Apparently not as quiet as you thought.
Apparently not.
Okay, we heard that too, Brandon.
There's a chair. It squeaked.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
It was. No, I don't care about Teletubbies. No.
Teletubbies. Tell the tubby.
I don't like Teletubbies.
Tell the tummy. Okay, I just sent an invitation directly to your email there, Elric, so that may or may not get you on. Joshua says, mute yourself before you burp.
I'll be sure to remember that.
And then LaRosa says, Rick will send feet photos to Santa Raven if he gets 1,000 subs. I can show you my feet. You want to see my foot? There's my foot.
Oh, this is getting so weird.
Weird is what I do. Joshua says, in fact, mute yourself before you make any noise whatsoever. Oh, that's mean, Joshua. Hello. Elrex here and Mighty Geeks here.
Welcome.
Hello?
Hello, we hear you.
Oh, hey.
We hear you.
It worked.
So what's new, everyone?
For Josh's information, I did mute myself before I farted. I didn't fart.
Too much information. Too
much.
information.
Way too much.
Oh, there we go. That
Josh
works.
did the thing.
All right. I'm just going to hang out. I'm not going to draw it right now. But dang, that was annoying as heck.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
So yeah, I got an update from you. And okay, so from now on, I'm going to have to tell Good Dog Press through DM as well. Just email and all that stuff. Because that was stupid. That was stupid. Because every time I clicked on the link, it's like, oh, go through your app. Your app. Invites. You have none.
You're right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you can try it on Twitter first, and then if it doesn't work, you send a DM back and say, do it to my Twitter, please, because,
Yeah.
Twitter's Hangouts and Twitter are being morons.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
It's just like I had the problem a lot with people on Facebook when I first started trying to invite because I didn't have Twitter at first.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people couldn't get on through Facebook. So I had to send them a direct message or had to use Hangouts. They have a spot where you can email somebody directly with the information, the invite. So
yeah. Okay, so that's cool now that I have that. I mean, I don't really like putting my email out there, but I have to now. So yeah, but I don't mind.
Well, that's why I said DM me. You're not showing it to anybody else other than me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So wait, does Good Dog Press know about this? If everybody else is using their pads?
Yeah.
Manny
Well,
should,
guess
because.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, sometimes the pads let you on, sometimes they don't, with the Twitter stuff and all that, or the Facebook.
Well, that's
or
true.
Sometimes they just won't. Each person's different.
Yeah.
So
the next time I try to get on, if Manny wants me on his channel and it doesn't work, I'll just say, here's my email. This worked last time when I was on Cross Comics because of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Lorenzo's saying, I thought once someone was in Manny's doghouse group, they stayed a part of it. Well, you can leave it. He can kick you.
That's true. He can kick you.
For the doghouse part, or you can leave. But it's not that Elric's not. It's not that Elric's not a part of it, unless Manny has taken him out of it or whatever. I don't know, or whether Manny's even put him in it. There's a thing too. But my point is more. Even if he's a part of it, if his pad doesn't want to be nice.
Yeah. But anyways, what I'm talking about is that when I get it, it's that when he sends out the invites, for those who are on their pads, will they each have to put in their emails? That's the thing at this point. Or is it just like something screwing up with my pad or whatnot?
Yeah.
It might be your pad.
Hopefully it's my pad, because that would be an annoyance for everybody to just put their emails out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an annoying. That's why the whole Twitter thing. But then again, it might be part of. I heard after tomorrow or that the whole. You know how when you have a box where you can check for your videos to be automatically put on something on Twitter that they're out. I hear after tomorrow that's not going to be the case.
Nice. It's like, but yeah, I have no idea. That's just annoying, man.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, if I have to send out a link to everybody again, it'll be annoying. I'll do it if I have to. I probably won't be sending out as many, but
maybe maybe it's not just my pad then. If it's already doing this.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say. Everybody else got in, but I'm not sure what everybody's using to be in here. So.
Well,
Well, Brandon's using a laptop.
No, he's using a phone.
I'm using my tablet. I'm using my tablet because I can't use my phone anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I can't use my laptop. The only thing here is it'll be glitching too much. That's the only problem.
Okay. Lorenzo says, thanks for the explanation. I'm not sure about what.
Oh my gosh, I just realized something.
What's that?
It's like, if I wanted to, I could use my own phone. Because because my phone and my pad are connected. So if I wanted to not use my crappy setup for drawing, I can just use my phone.
I can always.
Now he realizes it.
No, because I didn't want to use my phone on the internet because my phone is for calling and watching YouTube videos when I'm on the road, but my pad is for everything else. Like I buy stuff and all that junk.
Yeah. Well, if it's connected on both your pad and on your phone, all you got to do is just go to the Hangouts app and on your pad and then just join in. Just make sure you jump out. Just make sure you jump out.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I just got to hit the little red hang up button. But oh my gosh, that was a little bit of annoyance. But other than that, let's get on to some topic, whatever topic. Wait, today's Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't it? So you're drawing Lieutenant. Let's see.
He's drawing the Major from Ghost.
Major, you're right. Ghost in the Shell. I think the live action movie was okay. I hated how they dumbed down the plot.
Well, they tried to do a frame by frame reshoot in live action of the anime, so.
True. They could have just gone with the Laughing Man arc. The Laughing Man arc is the most popular, and that would have been a really interesting arc to see in live action.
Well, but that's not part of the original story, though.
True, but it is but Ghost in the Shell standalone complex is really popular.
Okay. Yeah.
So I got a question. I'm not sure who's read the DC Metal thing. They came out with the Batman who laughs. Is that anything like this person the laughing?
No.
The Laughing Man was more of a he was more of a weird I guess we could say terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have the way that people are in the society of Ghost in the Shell is that there's not really any normal humans anymore. They're all like good portion of them are like cybernetics, right?
Yeah, some type of cyber enhancements.
Yeah. So it's a lot easier to hack into people.
Right.
It's a lot easier to hack into people. It's a lot easier to do all that stuff. And so what the Laughing Man would do is that he would take either random people or high-ranking officials, such as government people or whatever, and use them to spread his message, and then go on destroy their internal brain or do stuff like that.
Okay, let's see. We got that cannabis show is in the chat, and he says, "This is a sick show, homies." I'm thinking you mean that in the good way.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's a fun show, dude. It's a very fun show. But like I said, I wish they wouldn't have dumbed down the plot in the live action movie because I automatically knew where it was going once that whole little scene took place, and I'm like, oh, it's this type of movie. And then me and my friend are like, okay, we're not going to judge it based on the plot. We're going to judge it based on the how the characters act and how it's executed.
Yeah. In my opinion, it was executed pretty well.
It really was.
Yeah, but most people those who objected to Scarlett Johansson playing the role of the Major.
I was actually hoping for that one girl from Pacific Rim.
Oh yeah.
I would have loved seeing her play the Major.
Yeah, but there's just one problem.
Hmm.
The Major's body was modeled after a half Japanese, half European girl.
That makes sense.
That's what they
That I
didn't
did
know.
not know.
That's what they didn't know.
Wait, what? They, okay, I simply thought it's like wait, no, wait, what? Wait,
You're roboting.
you have the material. You have the freaking material, and you don't know this. How do they not know this?
When they made the movie, the guy who created Ghost in the Shell was advising on it and told them everything. So that's why and he approved Scarlett Johansson as the Major.
Why? Just why? Why? You have the material. I mean, this is like that's almost as bad as the cons. It's like I still remember the interview for the stupid, ungodly Dragon Ball Evolution movie. The guy who was producing it looked at the script and said, "I'll produce it."
But
Yeah, but leave me out of everything else. You ask for
Right.
money that you need, I'll give it to you. But oh my gosh, how do you not know this? I mean, it's like not. I mean, at least it didn't turn out like Dragon Ball Evolution.
No, it didn't.
Oh, oh my gosh, why? Why?
Why? Because as Tessa Monkey said, it's Hollywood.
Oh yeah, that's true. They don't
That's
care
true.
about source material.
Right.
Hollywood is garbage.
Pretty much, they lost all credibility. They have lost a lot of credibility, if not all of it so far.
I will say this: the two movies I like that even came from Hollywood really is the Christopher Robin movie and the Bumblebee movie, which they actually put them back in their G1 forms, and I'm happy.
Right.
Wait, the new Christopher Robin?
Yeah.
I love that movie. That was a fun movie.
That was.
I also loved watching Aquaman.
Hello there.
And they went back to basics with Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see Bumblebee. I heard it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't the best. The thing that really made that movie for me is them going back to Cybertron and putting the robots back like they should be.
Yeah.
I saw glimpses of that, and I'm like, it's like, is it an okay portion of the movie, or is it like more like glimpses?
It's more like glimpses. There is a couple spots throughout the movie, but most of it's in the beginning. And it's
Nice.
good. It was good seeing Bumblebee as a real bug.
Yeah.
Because when I saw that in the trailers, I'm like, okay, this is the Bumblebee I remember technically, because I barely got to see the old Transformers. I saw like maybe one rerun when I was an itty bitty kid, and then I grew up with one of the best Transformers series in the world, Beast Wars.
Oh
yeah, which was based upon the original.
Yes. I remember collecting all the toys and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, I still have them. Although they're heavily played with.
I would collect the other Transformers, but the only Transformers I really would collect really is just Optimus Prime. I always have a thing for the leaders.
Yeah.
I always had a fond for the villains, but my favorite character, I'm pretty sure a lot of you liked him too, was Dinobot.
Which one?
Oh yeah,
the Raptor. Dinobot.
Swoop. That's his name, Swoop.
No. He's talking about in Beast Wars.
Oh,
Beast
Wars. It was.
Yeah. It was just Dinobot, and he was.
He didn't have anything creative for a name.
Yeah.
Well, but no. See, he was supposed to be all the original Dinobots wrapped up into one.
Oh.
I was legit going to do a joke to that Raptor thing in a Dinobot voice.
Nice.
I was going to go like this, go like, me, Grimlock, not know that one.
And then, of course, because in the original Transformers, there were 5 Dinobots. They were a type of. They were an offshoot of the. Well, in the cartoon, they were made on Earth.
Right.
Mhm.
They've been portrayed as actually having been on Cybertron in the comics. And of course, they made 3 at first, which were Grimlock, Sludge, and Slag, I think. And then they expanded it with Swoop and who else? Snarl.
Right.
Snarl one might have been one of the originals, actually. I forget which.
I'm actually looking at the
first.
names right now.
But you
You're
know,
in what?
but you know, the Decepticons couldn't leave that alone. So what did they do? They went and created the Predacons.
Yep. Oh man, but the one thing I loved about the whole Beast Wars things, not just the fact that it was the Transformers I grew up with, it was
Yeah.
the fact that Dinobot was such an interesting character that he went from being the bad guy to the good guy to having one of the most epic character arcs in
the show.
that series. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Okay,
I gotta say hello, aloha, unbreathable skunk girl is in the chat.
Wow. Thank you. It's
I was
like,
going to
hello,
say,
Unbreathable Skunk Girl.
I got the names up for the Dinobots. They got Grimlock, Slag, Sludge, Snarl, Swoop. In some universes, they got extra members. Paddles,
Yeah.
Grimster, Scar, Strife, and Slash.
Okay,
There's a lot of S's.
I know what the first 5 are. Swoop is a pterodactyl, basically.
Yeah.
Grimlock is a T-Rex. Swoop. I said Swoop. Snarl and Sludge and Slag were a Brontosaurus back then. It's going good, skunk girl. And hope I'm staying warm in the north. I'm inside, so
we are.
yeah.
We are. Because it's cold. Because it's cold out there.
It
And
is.
there was
And shut the schools down here in Chicago.
a Triceratops and a Stegosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
So does it say what the other Dinobots were there? Other than those?
There's
Those
one
other-
more. One more they added to it when they did Age of Extinction. That was called Scorn.
Yeah, but does it say what all the different Dinobots they're transformed into? What?
Oh, let me see. Hang on. I'm sorry. Let me see. Well, Scorn, he transforms into a Spinosaurus. Let me see about the other ones. Hang on. Okay, Grimlock is a T-Rex. I know that.
Yeah, you don't have to tell us Grimlock, Swoop, Snarl, Slag, or Sludge.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who these other ones are because I never heard these names like Paddles, Grimster, Scar, Strife, and Slash. I never heard of those before.
Those ones. Can you tell us what they transform into?
Those were the Predacons, I think.
I can't because there ain't no picture. And plus, it doesn't tell which one it is. It says Paddles, the Pete best one. Grimster, the one-man band. Scar, the tragic motivating backstory. Strife, the two-headed alien. And Slash, the clever girl.
Okay, so basically they're not telling you what they transform into. So okay.
No, not really.
No.
That answers my question. Well,
Yeah.
answers
So we don't
doesn't it?
We don't count those. It's like the mini forms. It's almost like the mini forms of RC.
Yeah.
Because in Transformers Prime, she was a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the original, she was a futuristic-looking car.
Yeah.
Aloha, Skunk Girl.
The love interest of Optimus Prime.
No. More like the love interest of Springer.
Female Autobots. What a concept.
You know why it was done, don't you?
To get women into Transformers. Or girls, more accurately, I guess I should say.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Most of us who got into Transformers, we just stayed that way.
Yeah.
We were a little upset with Transformers the movie.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah.
By Michael Bay?
No, the cartoon one.
Oh, I never watched that one when I was, because I guess I wasn't old enough or whatever.
I think it's
you weren't born. It's more like it.
That makes sense.
Well, let's put it this way. They killed Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
They revived him later on in the series.
I know, but fans were upset because they actually killed Optimus Prime. And he was replaced with Rodimus Prime.
Yeah, but then the TV series went on from there.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's, we probably could have lived with the fact that this was an alternate or a future or whatever, and then, but the fact is, the series, jumped ahead all those years.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
That's actually what I like about YouTube, because if people like the originals, they can easily be done. That's what's good about it, because you customize your own shows or movies, whatever the case may be.
True.
So if you want to bring something back to the original, you can do that, because people love the originals. Heck, they still like Michael Keaton. They're trying to get him to play Bruce Wayne for a Batman Beyond movie.
I know.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be sick.
So wait, are we talking about live action or 2D?
Live action.
Live action.
That would be an interesting way. I mean, like I said before, I'm not a big fan of the animation for Batman Beyond, but the storytelling was so good.
Yeah, it is.
It was.
It was good.
Yeah, but the thing is, it doesn't matter. If they just take if they take any arc from Batman Beyond and just do that arc in a small condensed form that with basically just puts flows together, we can have a good movie. But if it's made today, I hate to say it, but more than likely they would mess it up.
It screwed it up all the way.
Yeah. But it would have to be done through, say, a small production company. But a small production company wouldn't be able to afford Michael Keaton unless Michael Keaton would be like, okay, look, I'll do this one time or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a little...
Oh, sorry, Rick, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I would like to see Batman Beyond done live, but I think it's... unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever get there. Because, let's face it, they can't even get their act straight for the regular movies.
Well, the only two we gotten that are actually really good are Wonder Woman and Aquaman.
I know.
Yeah. Well, except for the old versions. Like,
yeah.
The Michael Keaton stuff is not too bad for Batman.
Well, he's only in 2 movies, right? Michael Keaton for Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that arc stretched 4 movies. Because the next 2 after were part of those. So.
Really? I thought they were completely separate because of the different actor for Batman.
No, they're
really
not.
Not really.
Oh, dang.
I actually liked the 3rd Batman movie, which was one of Val Kilmer or whatever.
Yeah.
Batman Forever. That was so well done. I didn't care for the bat nipples or the bat butt.
Right.
But I did like how the suit came out, because they had the emblem correct and everything. And I liked how Robin... It was very well done in my book.
I like how they introduced Robin in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like is Robin was too old for that.
Yeah, that's
true.
I do have a confession, though. My favorite guilty pleasure is Batman and Robin. I'm sorry, but
Batman and Robin.
that movie is just too darn funny not to like on a basis of, hey, want to watch something stupid and laugh your butt off.
Yeah,
Hi, Freeze, I'm Batman.
That was pretty stupid when I think about it. Good point.
Yeah, it was.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
That was a bad joke.
It was a
I
bad joke.
love those puns. They're so stupid.
No, it was a bad joke, but it was the way Arnold Schwarzenegger delivered it. That's what made it funny.
Oh,
He had the
all right,
accent,
everyone, chill.
for Victor Freeze. He's done a better Victor Freeze than most voice actors have done. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Get the ready to have a brain freeze.
Stay
Probably the best Victor
body.
although I must admit, probably the best Victor Freeze is the one from the 1966 series.
Possibly.
In my opinion.
It is possible, but oh
It's
my
possible,
God.
but the thing is,
Probably my favorite scenes is where all the cars are going down that giant hand, and
Yeah.
they're so slow, and it's like, we're not going to make it. None of you are going to make it. You don't even have the speed for it. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like some of the stuff was just like when he tosses one of the most illogical things I've ever saw, and I was thinking in my brain, no, that doesn't work. Is when he tosses, is when his freeze gun lands on top of the statue, like the tip of the crown of his head, and it's on the slight ledge with most of its weight on the edge. And
yeah.
it's just staying there. And I'm like, no.
They were actually gonna do a let's see how many movies they did. Keaton's. They were actually gonna do a fifth Batman 1990s film with George Clooney, and they were gonna call that one Batman Triumphant. They were gonna do.
They did do a fourth one. Clooney was in the fourth one.
That's
I
the
know,
one we're talking about.
I know. I'm saying they were originally gonna do a fifth one.
They're gonna do another one.
Yeah,
Oh
but I
gosh,
heard
the fifth one would have officially even bear it. It's people, because when Batman and Robin came out, a lot of people were like, okay, this killed the genre. If they would have done the fifth movie, it would have been like, okay, it's not only dead, it's buried 500 feet below the surface in lava.
Yeah. Well, what made that one, the fourth one, even worse is, they took Bane from being, a really good villain to making him into a two-bit thug.
Right.
That's true.
Or worse.
They made him sound stupid too.
That reminds me of another line. Laundry the service with a laundry man with his own delivery service. Wow.
The other thing also, when they did the fifth one, they were going to introduce Scarecrow to that one too.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to know what they would have done with him.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, they messed up those. I liked a lot of them, but they messed up in those films a lot. Robin, how young he was.
Yeah.
His suit changing into the Nightwing costume without his name changing in
Right.
He was in his
number
Nightwing
3
costume?
In number 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was just a costume setup. I didn't know he turned into Nightwing.
He didn't change to Nightwing, but that was basically Nightwing's costume.
That was basically Nightwing's costume painted red and black.
Yeah, the new 52 Nightwing suit to be exact.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although the new
That makes
52 wasn't
sense.
around then.
Yeah.
Right. That's where they got the idea for that particular suit from.
No, oh my gosh, no wonder the new 52 failed.
The unbelievable stunt girl says to trusty sidekick, Manny has a laundry service that delivers. It's called Skunk Girl. Laugh out loud.
I was going to say, when they did Batman Forever, they should have had, I can't say a 13-year-old kid, because I don't know if a 13-year-old knows what he's doing, but at least a 15-year-old kid who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Because that kid in it, or that guy in it, it's like he needs to go into Batman's thing because of why? He looks like he's 18. He can go and take care of himself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, he's old enough to become Nightwing then too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what really messed it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It should, if they wanted to make Robin into Nightwing, it should have been in the third one. He should have been a young teen, at least in his mid-teens, and then when he's
Right.
older, it's like they separate, and he's Nightwing, and he joins up near the beginning to middle of the movie.
That's actually one me to look up the years of the cartoon and the film now. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Let's see what else can I think. And the Batgirl costume, her being Alfred's, like niece or
Alfred's niece.
whatever,
Yeah.
instead of
I did.
related to Commissioner Gordon, that messed the fourth one up too.
Yeah.
I didn't even know because I wasn't a big. I mean, I grew up and I wasn't into comics back then. All I knew was from the movies or the TV show, and I just thought they were separate. Technically, I guess they were, but I knew that's. I never got to. I don't think I remember watching like the seasons where Batgirl was in the animated series. I don't remember watching those because I was into other cartoons by then.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know
I
that.
see why.
What's her face? That Batgirl was Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Yeah.
Well, that's in the comics. It's even in. She has been over the years one of two things: either his niece that he's taken care of because her parents died, or she's been his direct daughter.
Mm. They retconned.
Okay.
They retconned Barbara Gordon's Batgirl as Commissioner Gordon's daughter from the '66 Batman series.
Yeah,
Okay.
because there was actually a Batgirl before that too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I looked up
Before
the year. I looked up the year.
Batgirl was Batwoman's niece.
What were you saying, Brandon?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I thought it might have been like years apart, like they might have done the animated series, but I looked up, they really did mess. The animated series came out in '92, while Batman Forever came in '95.
Yeah.
You were kind of roboting for me. Am I roboting to anybody?
Not at the
No.
moment.
No.
Okay. You were kind of roboting on my end.
So want to repeat that? Yeah, you were about it a little here too.
Yeah. Here too.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
For Batman the animated series, I thought they might have been different apart because I thought they might have done Batman Forever first before the animated series,
Mm-mm.
but I was wrong. But I think they did that because Robin, for the '92 series, he was a bit older. He was old enough to be Nightwing, but he wasn't. That's probably what they were basing it off of, but it did in the wrong way, to be honest.
Well, I'm not sure how old Robin in the comics was when he became Nightwing, because he stuck with the Robin identity for a long time.
He did.
But
After you got out of college.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I do know that it was after the Teen Titans had been formed and all that
Yeah.
he became Nightwing.
Right.
I wasn't following comics a lot when I was back like 5 or 10. I never started till my mid-teens, I'd say. I watched all the TV cartoons and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
According to comics, he was 13 years old when he became Robin, and for Nightwing, he was 19 when he became Nightwing.
That's still a long time.
But in the animated series, they made him Nightwing after college. That's where that came out.
But all I was saying with the whole Batman movies is like I said, for the first one that he appeared in, he's old enough. Forget whether he's going to be Robin or not. He's just simply he's already too old to be Batman's ward or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or he looks old because he looks at least 18.
Yeah.
So, and then
so they could have went with him being Nightwing.
And then when he appears in the second one, he's still being called Robin, and he's got the Nightwing costume. Basically, it may have been a slightly different color, but it was the Nightwing costume.
Right.
That makes sense.
Which, really, I think that got a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get that. These people, they have a lot of people to appease. In making these movies, they want to draw in people that aren't the comic fans. But you have to appease your comics fans first.
Yeah.
Make sure there's enough there, because otherwise it gets out that this is a crappy comic movie, and most of your comic fans won't go.
Exactly.
And you've lost your basis. These are the people that are going to go pay to go see it 2 or 3 times or more.
Yep,
if it's good.
If it's good, yeah. It's like with Star Wars and all those other stuff. You have to please your main core audience. You don't please like the average person when it comes down to these type of things. It's like you gotta stick within the lores of whatever series you're doing.
Right.
Because those who know the story, that's what they're gonna be looking for.
Yep.
I know. Say take the Batman Begins stuff. At least the first one, I thought that was excellent. It didn't stick quite to the canon, but but it stuck to the spirit of Batman.
Right.
I really didn't care much for it, to be honest. It kind of stuck with the somewhat original suit, but not completely. That's what really killed it for me. And when he started doing the trilogies, that's what really did it.
Yeah. Well, you gotta look at Batman Begins like a rewrite of Batman Year One.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody loves The Dark Knight, and I do, and I love that movie too. I mean, it's a pretty good movie. It's an excellent movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing that these superhero movies have to do is stop killing off their darn villains.
Yeah, I mean, if they're disposable, they're disposable. But in order to have good recurring villains, at least have a few return. Because, I mean, look at Spider-Man. All of his villains always return. Look at Batman. All of his villains always return most of the time.
Well, in the case of Spider-Man, the Green Goblin was actually 2 people.
That's true.
Actually, Green Goblin has been several different people over the years.
Right. I'm just saying that between Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn being the Green Goblin, it really didn't matter.
True, but this makes me wonder who is gonna. It's like in this. I did like Homecoming, but I did like the villain. I did like Vulture. It was a pretty cool villain. But the story was okay.
Before that was the thing.
Huh?
Yeah, but the great thing is they didn't kill him off.
No.
Yeah.
The original Spider-Man trilogy, they killed off what's his name, Green Goblin. Then they killed off Doc Ock.
Right.
And then did they kill off Sandman? I forget.
No, Sandman lived.
He lived.
What about Venom? I forget.
Nope, he died.
He died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with Eric Foreman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like this is crazy stuff, You can't, and then Batman, they kill off the Jokers, and they kill off who's the second one for the Michael Keaton? Cat. I think they killed off Catwoman. Maybe not.
No, they killed off the Penguin.
Yeah.
The Catwoman still live.
Catwoman lived. Killed off the Penguin.
Then they killed off
Catwoman because she was the love interest.
And then did they kill off?
The only thing that hurt her.
They killed off Two-Face. Did they kill off Mr. Freeze?
No, he lived.
Yeah, he lived. He lived, but Bane died, and I forgot what happened to Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy got trapped in her own plants.
Yeah.
So they're killing off like a good 3/4 of the villains in these movies.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the one thing is, it's unfortunate what happened to Heath Ledger, but the thing is, I was okay, not to an extent with the Joker from Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
But
Oh God, no.
he was okay, but he wasn't great. He just seemed a little far too. You know what? He was just way too goofy.
I know.
He didn't have that. I mean, there was like one scene where he was technically serious, and it's like okay, and then it's like you blew the seriousness. You blew that where he can be serious.
That's what ruined it. We all know the Joker isn't serious.
Yeah.
That's what ruined it. Because he'll be the first to ask you, why so serious?
Yeah.
Why so serious?
Yeah,
But-
it's crazy. Crazy.
The Joker is one of those characters you have to really study to understand. Hopefully,
Yeah.
you don't turn to Harley Quinn while doing it.
That's true.
Heath Ledger was creepy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, like I said, he died playing
He died playing. I know.
It literally killed him. He died of an overdose, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the question is, was he already taking drugs?
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the thing everybody wants to know.
He was even having a hard time when he was playing the Joker because he locked himself in his hotel room for days and he would write his journal like he was actually a Joker. He had pictures of clowns and hyenas. He was literally the real Joker.
Yep.
He was really getting into character, so it was like,
yeah, too much for his own good.
It was nuts, but I doubt there'll be another Joker like Heath Ledger's.
Well, if they brought back Joker, even like the '66 Batman, that would be pretty good. I think he was a good Joker.
Yeah, Cesar Romero was a good Joker.
Yes. Let's see who else.
Ooh.
Let's see. Trusty Sidekick said this a while ago. Why do Hollywood people stray so far from the source material when they adapt properties into movies? It disappoints the fans, who are the ones that will potentially go to the movie multiple times. He said it just. I'm not sure whether I said that before or after him.
I think it might have been near the same time. That is a possibility.
It's a possibility.
But they want to get a general audience in a way, but they don't want. But there's some of the Hollywood people are learning, but not a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, Marvel knows this. That's why most of their movies are decent.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know about this next movie.
Right.
It's coming out in just over a month.
Well, you got to understand, with Captain America and Wonder Woman, these are historical events. So we're talking World War II. So it's like they had to draw from history for that.
Yeah, World War I for Wonder Woman.
Actually, what? It was World War II for Wonder Woman too.
No,
it wasn't. It was the Trench Warfare. Trench Warfare was World War I.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was set in World War One.
Yeah, because I remember the opening scene. Because when we see the opening scene where I think it was still the Germans that came after what's his face when they entered the Amazon island. I think it was the Germans still when they were opening fire and they weren't semi-automatic. They were bolt action rifles where you had the manually eject with the lever to release the case.
Well, yeah. Oh, I remember hearing about it taking place in World War One before it came out.
Yeah.
And I thought that was an unusual take because we're so used to Wonder Woman having taken place in World War II. But I think they did it to
separate
from America. And I don't mind that. As long as she's in one of the two historical wars to make it correct and as much as possible, then that's cool.
That's cool.
Well, as long as it's in any war, that's proper. Would be as long as they treat it right. They could have even did her in, like the Vietnam War or something like that too. It's not quite the same impact, but you need just to do it right.
The
Yeah,
thing
but
about the Vietnam War, comic companies stayed away from it, so they didn't write any stories for it.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Well, they
In
also
World War,
stayed.
huh?
With the
Uh,
exception of Iron Man, that was about it. But
I was
Iron,
going to say they also didn't. They stayed away from World War II too, from a bit too.
Yeah. They didn't really stay away from World War II. World War II is where a lot of the where the iconic shots
yeah,
drawings came from.
right.
Yeah. Well, what I mean by yeah, you had stuff like you seen Captain America hitting Hitler or
Yeah,
on the front page. But I mean, in stories themselves, you might get a splash page or a cover
you have to
dealing
remember
with it.
the U.S. was involved in World War II on two fronts, in the Pacific and in Europe. So
Yep.
most of the stories took place over the Pacific.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the that's where it was literal. That's where a lot of dogfighting happened
Right.
in the air.
And the U.S. got involved later too, from what I know. I forget what
Right.
year.
Hmm.
You know, when
U.S.
Superman and stuff came out, they weren't involved. You know, right away.
The U.S. got involved December 7th, 1941. That's when the Japanese
Yep.
attacked Pearl Harbor.
Yep. That was the day. Yep. We went to war. We basically went to war that day. We lost a lot of good boys out there.
Yeah.
The ironic part is that the Japanese actually sent letters saying that, hey, we are coming. And unfortunately, the letter wasn't, you know,
The letter arrived.
translated in time.
The letter arrived a little late.
Yeah, unfortunately. But I remember seeing the
Uh,
documentary
Which
where
makes
the veterans were like, look, when you're going to
yeah,
attack someone, you don't let them know you're coming. Remember, that was from one of our boys, and it was like they all shook hands with the Japanese veterans.
but you got to remember the technology back then. Everything was slow moving. So
That's true. Radar was still experimental.
exactly.
yeah.
So
They
Well,
all thought it was a
there's
flop.
also
they could
They
send
thought,
a letter
huh?
saying that it was going to attack, but by the time we got the letter, the attack would be over.
Oh yeah,
So they had no idea
they
until it
and
was
didn't.
I
too
think
late.
there's also the fact that I think the Japanese, their culture would be different than ours. You know,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
actually were still in the samurai mindset, where a
exactly,
samurai would kick his opponent out of his bed, wake him up, and have his opponent grab a sword and get ready to fight.
exactly.
yeah. Yeah, to them it's the honorable thing to do to let them people know that you're coming. Let's
Yep,
Right.
see.
that was
Uh,
their mindset to us, and our mindset was different. So that's how it went
Right.
down. They never expected us to still be sleeping in our beds.
Right. They didn't. Well, they didn't expect the message to arrive so late either.
That's true. They really didn't.
and that people
So
would be incompetent to be able to translate it.
That's true.
it's not that. It's not the. But by the time it came,
It
the
was
deed
too
had already
late.
been done. The
Yeah.
deed had already been done, so there was no point in translating it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. Trusty said earlier, nope, you copied me, Rick, about the movie thing multiple times.
Uh,
And Eagle says, hello, Rick and everyone.
Hello, Eagle.
Sup, Eagle? What up? Only a couple days until the name drop, until the name is picked.
And what day is that going to be?
Friday.
Free day?
Friday.
Fry. FRYDAY.
Friday.
And oh yeah, and just to let everybody else know, just a reminder, tomorrow I'll probably be starting my stream at 1.
You said you had an appointment yesterday, I think?
No, well, yeah, I have an appointment tomorrow. I said yesterday that I have an
Oh.
appointment on Thursday.
I thought you actually had it today, so I was surprised to see your stream up. I'm like, did you go early or is it later? And so now I know. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow, 10:20 p.m. So
Very interesting. All right. But yeah, the whole thing with the one thing the one reasons why World War II is so fascinating is it was also because of technology that we had.
Yeah.
I mean, over the Pacific and over Europe, where they were doing dogfights, that was the inspiration for a lot of the space battles for Star Wars.
Exactly.
I mean, if you ever watched the history show Dogfights, when you see those old movies that were made by people who were inspired by World War II, and they show like a few planes diving. No, it was chaos. There were
chaotic.
there were fighters flying between bombers and all that. It was literally like what happens in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
everything is just chaotic.
Yeah, and it was also like I think the first time they were able really to film warfare as it went on too, like that.
Yeah. The one movie I really loved that I have, and I got the special edition, although it didn't make too much money in theaters, was the movie Flyboys. If you ever heard of that.
I've heard of that.
World War I fighter pilots. If you thought World War II fighter pilots were badass, I mean, sorry, but World War I, they were tough. They had no parachute. They had only heavy leather jackets, super heavy gloves, because you were up in the air, and that's cold. You have to fly your plane. You have no real shielding from bullets. And when the planes came at you, they weren't just aiming at your plane. They were aiming at you.
They were aiming at you.
Yep. They were aiming at you. And some pilots were so good that they didn't even need to hit your plane. They would just shoot you.
Never touch the plane.
Yep. Their bullets would just go right through you, and you'd be dead, and your plane would go down.
Yep. It would fly straight a few miles and then nosedive.
Yep.
Let's see. We got Friendly Neighborhood Ninja in the chat. Hello, Friendly
Ninja.
What's up, Ninja?
What's up, Ninja?
Oh, this is why I say SJWs nowadays would be very upset when they realize they have to thank the Nazis for jet aircraft.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, because Hitler was so crazy that he actually said, like, I want this, I want that. And yeah, some of the first fighter jets were made by the Nazis. They really were. They really were. They might have been glass cannons and took one hit, but they actually did work to an extent.
To an extent, they did work, and they were fast.
They were effective too if they knew how to fly them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but but when they were experimenting, I would have hated to have been a test pilot because most of the time they would blow up on takeoff.
True. But it's something when you have to think the bad guys for you.
Modern day jets.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's all sorts of things that come out of war. But as the Ferengi say, war is good for business.
It is.
It is.
a lot of things came out of wars. The internet, for one.
Yeah. Radar.
It's another.
It fast forwards technology a bit a lot of times because you're trying to
exactly because you're trying to outdo your enemy.
Yeah, I mean, and look at how we are now. I mean, we have technology but it's not. I mean, we technically should be further than we are today, but we're at a stall in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, all we're doing is making,
There have been no real wars.
There hasn't. There really hasn't. And I hate to say it, this piece, the piece that we have, it's good, but it's also made us sluggish and slow.
Exactly.
Okay. Friendly Neighborhood Ninja says, I'd be on with you guys, but the kids had a day off from school due to a blizzard.
Oh, hey, dang.
And he says, Rick, who are you drawing? I am drawing the Major from Ghost in the Shell. Motoko Kuku or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I always mess it up. Sorry for any.
Motoko?
There. Something like that.
Yeah. Well, how's her name spelled?
Call from Walmart Vision Center.
M-O-T-O.
Who's that?
That was my phone.
Wow. Welcome to Walmart.
What?
No, Walmart. I called to get an eye appointment, so
Oh,
they're
okay.
calling me back.
Okay, now I know you have an eye appointment.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes, I
god.
was trying to save it as a surprise for people. But
Yeah. Now
You
you
did have
know.
to tell us because we didn't hear. We only heard Walmart. You could have told us later.
You could have told us later. We thought it was something else.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
why the heck is Walmart calling you?
We're wondering why Walmart's calling you at all.
Yeah,
They don't do that. They don't call us.
they don't call anybody.
no, they call people trying to get a job, or something like that.
This is true.
But if you're not looking for a job, they're not gonna call you for anything.
That's
Sure.
true.
Unless you've ordered something and it's come in too. There's another reason.
Ah,
How they
that makes
usually
sense.
send a text for that?
Ah. But one of the things is that, like I said, it was such a pivotable, or how you say it, time in that era of World War II. We had so much new technology, and all this stuff was rolling out onto the battlefields.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, stuff that, I mean, heck, the nuclear tests for the nuclear bombs. Heck, we had some of the weirdest stuff after that just had radiation in it for the sake of it that caused a lot of health problems.
Exactly. We found that radiation could kill most forms of cancer after dropping a bomb on Japan.
Yes, sucks, but that's what we found out. It's like, and they thought by adding it to certain products that people could just take over the counter would help that, but no, it just kills them.
Right.
They didn't know how to properly use it, so there was testing. So a lot of stupid stuff that caused a lot of literal death from our own people
Mm-hmm.
would later pave the way for, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this and learn it through medical use.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
we should do some
then they
testing
discovered.
before just putting it out there.
Then we also learned that the same technology that we can use to destroy others, we can use to help ourselves.
Yep, crop power plants and all that.
Exactly.
It's a bit the one thing I heard about what goes on in Japan is that when they have protests in Japan, it's mostly about nuclear stuff for obvious reasons. Like
Yeah.
they don't like nuclear power plants
For
because of
obvious
what happened
reasons.
in the
Right.
Sendai.
Right.
Yeah, man, I remember what that happened in Sendai because I was my dad. He was like something. It's like Japan. It's like something's happening in Japan. A tsunami hit Japan. I'm like, sometimes my dad like to scoofs around a little bit when I thought because he knows I like anime and stuff, and I thought he was trying to troll me. And I turn on
Hmm.
the news on CNN or whatever, and all of a sudden I see a house floating on fire in the middle of a farm field.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck? So I went online and I went on Facebook and I typed up, I'm like, okay, guys, look, we don't need to complain about getting our manga chapters. We need to worry about what's going on in Japan right now. They're like, well, what's going on? And everybody starts linking the articles and videos of what's going on in Japan. It's like, whoa. And so we were all waiting patiently for and giving well wishes to the mangakas and their families and stuff, just
Yeah.
because we had no idea what was going on.
True.
Because we were being extremely patient. Because we were like, okay, we don't care if we get our chapters a month late. We don't care if we get them 2 months late, just as long as everybody's alive.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and scram for now, you guys. My phone is about to die, and I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. I was able to spend good time with you guys.
All right,
Hey. All right,
later,
man.
Brandon.
Later, Brandon.
Later,
All right.
Brandon.
Stay warm.
See you
Oh, I
tomorrow.
plan to. Trust me. All right, later,
All right,
guys.
Later.
later, Brandon. All right, now it's 3.
But But I find it amazing how far ahead we get after every major conflict.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, the only it's weird. The only if if we had another war, who knows how far technology would have been?
Yeah,
That's the
but
thing. It's scary. It's scary to say that,
it's
but it's
scary,
true.
but
Mhm.
there has been times.
Look how far we got. Look how far we got during the Cold War.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's been times too that war has destroyed stuff, or maybe not war, people or whatever. During quote
Mhm.
unquote the Dark Ages, because it's been said that we had a lot. We were really advanced so far back, and then we lost a bunch of information, technology, however you want to put it.
Oh yeah.
To start over.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
And if
sometimes
something doesn't
it's a
happen,
good
that might happen again.
right.
yeah.
Sometimes starting over is a good thing.
I mean, you got people wanting to separate people again.
That's true.
It
It's like
just depends on
it's like
how.
we come this far. How stupid are you if you want to do that stuff again?
Like you both have probably heard of the Library of Alexandria. Apparently, there was lots of advanced information in there. The great thing is nowadays, most of the common people have the information or can have it,
That's
Yeah.
true.
so
That's
it doesn't get lost. It may take a while to get back up to there, but we won't lose it, and it's written down in several places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's like because back in the day, it was a luxury to
Go to
even
school.
have a book, let alone learn how to read.
Yeah.
At least, some stuff. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on which culture you go to.
True. Yeah.
The English culture, a lot like old English culture. A
Mhm.
lot of people didn't know how, but maybe the Japanese culture, a lot of people knew how to read and write. I don't know. I'm just using them as
Well,
an example because I don't know.
I don't. So I'll have to look it up when it's like I'll have to look that up sometime about the Japanese culture, learning how to when the most people learned how to read and write. But I'm pretty sure, considering how they're more about perfection and all that stuff, I'm pretty
right.
sure a lot of them would have already learned it. But that's just an
Yeah,
They would
assumption.
have.
I would have to look that up.
They
yeah,
would
we're
have.
talking the common people, just not
Yeah.
any higher ups.
Yeah.
And I'm not specific. I don't. I'm even talking other cultures beyond Japanese or whatever. I just
Oh
use
yeah.
them as an example because they came to mind. They seem like one of the furthest away from
Well, they were a little more advanced
England.
back then too. They had to be because they had to survive.
Yeah.
But you would have think that like the Greeks and all that,
Mm-hmm.
they had lots of smart people back then, but they didn't realize maybe we should have multiple copies of this. And it wasn't as easy to make multiple copies because, you know, or
That's
not that
true.
we know of, with the printing press and stuff like that. And
Was
people
the I
having
don't.
printers.
Yeah.
You have to remember also that most of the stuff was passed down verbally. So
Yeah. And
Yeah,
stuff. And when it passed down verbally, that stuff gets lost in translation.
e- exactly.
yeah. And then, as we've heard a lot of times, especially with countries and that, they didn't want to share technology, because, you might get attacked then or whatever.
Right.
That's
When you
true.
have this superior technology.
It's a silly thing, but it on a technicality, it's true.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there we go. Did we reach our peak of conversation?
I don't know. Maybe we just need another topic.
I
Because we don't
say
want, we can only say the same information 10
Oh
different
yeah.
that's
times.
true.
Yeah,
Okay, new topic. I don't have a dartboard, and I don't have a lot of topic because I don't have a topic dartboard. So Let's see. What can we talk about? Um, trees?
Nah.
I'm just guessing. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Favorite,
Uh,
favorite comic book heroine.
Hawk Girl.
Damn. Why is it every time I bring that up, that's the first name that comes up?
Because it's the only hot one besides Wonder Woman and all the other DC superhero females.
but
DC has a
Jean,
lot of better superhero females.
what?
All of them pretty hot.
And they put a lot more of theirs to the forefront too. Although Jean
They
Grey's
do.
pretty good looking.
Yeah.
Jean Grey is one of the hottest, and also Storm.
Yeah. Storm, Jean Grey, yeah.
Yeah, Rogue at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a lot, but DC puts a lot of their female characters a lot up front.
That
And
was a hot number by the name of Carol Danvers when she was Miss Marvel.
Oh yeah.
back when she was good.
Yeah. Like I said, when she was Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Let's see. Hawk Girl for me, because I grew up watching a lot of the, like I said, back in the 90s and early 2000s, I watched a ton of cartoons, and the Justice League stuff was what I watched as well. And
Yeah.
Hawk Girl just stood out. Not only does she fly, she wields an electric morning star.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And she can kick butt, and she's hot. I mean, can you? Tell me some. It's like nothing could beat that in my mind.
Justice League.
Huh?
You remember the pilot episode of Justice League where she beats these aliens up so badly that she made Superman like, whoa.
I think so. But one of the episodes that really got to me was I believe it was the movie where her and Solomon Grundy fought all those invaders, weird dimension invader things.
Oh yeah.
That made me cry. Actually, what happened?
That was messed up.
That was sad. But from what I heard, they don't give Hawk Girl a lot of good
They don't.
the character development. And if stuff had it happen with DC currently and all that weird stuff, I would have actually liked to draw on Hawk Girl and give her a good story.
When they bring in Hawk Girl, they usually bring her in with Hawkman or part of some team. Always.
Yeah, but
Hawk
given
Girl's
the right
usually
circumstance,
I was just gonna say she's usually a sidekick to Hawkman.
Right.
True. But given the right material, she can easily be a standalone character. We've seen it.
They just won't give it to her. I don't understand.
I know it's not because of she's a woman. No, it's her character.
Oh,
it's her character on her own.
Although she has had her own title a couple times.
That's true. I heard that. I didn't know if they were good or not. That's the thing.
It was always limited.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think one time, I think the last time it wasn't limited. She started off in the Hawkman. Somehow they got rid of Hawkman, and it just became about her, Hawk Girl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the whole circumstances. I never read through it. Well, I wasn't even reading the Hawkman. I just remember switching over from Hawkman to Hawk Girl. And there's also a Hawk Woman too out there as well.
Oh, that was a period when they decided to change her name. I remember that.
No, these are Hawk Girl and Hawk Woman are two different characters.
They are?
Yeah.
Huh.
I have a.
For some reason, Hawk Woman didn't sound right with fans.
Yeah, Hawk Girl is, but man, the one thing I wish I would have gotten, but I didn't buy it at the time, was when they did the bomber stickers that you could put on your cars, and there was one of Hawk Girl, and I'm like, that is sick. Yeah. I love it. She had the jetpack and the goggles and all that stuff, and I'm like, that's cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
You never find that now.
To be honest, I didn't know that there was more than one. Because I'm not so knowledgeable on DC stuff. But I was when she fell in love with the Green Lantern dude. I can't remember his name.
John Stewart, yeah.
John Stewart. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
John Stewart was cool too. And I'm like, okay, Green Lantern. It's like, so Green Lantern and Hawkgirl get together, and it's like, oh, that's a cool romance. And then we get to like, I didn't know that there was like other Green Lanterns. I'm like, wait, who's this guy? Is he like a fake Green Lantern? Because I know that the other guy is a Green Lantern, but it's more than one.
Yeah.
And so I learned that there's more than one. I'm like, oh, okay, so there's more than one.
That's why no one was really upset when John Stewart was introduced. Dude,
That makes sense.
we all knew that people get recruited into the Lantern Corps daily.
Pretty much. But yeah, I wasn't, because for me, I always saw it's like it's a superhero name, it's a superhero power. I'm like, okay, so that's only one person. I didn't know that it was a like a police force that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that was like, okay, that's cool. I didn't know there was more than one Green Lantern.
Right. That's why no one gets upset when the race of Green Lantern changes.
Yeah, because it's always the most strong-willed.
Exactly.
The one that everybody, although there's one Green Lantern that isn't part of the Corps, Scott.
Scott?
Alan Scott, yeah.
Is he the guy with the weird jacket? That the weird like biker jacket or whatever?
Are you talking about this?
Which?
Huh?
No.
I have no idea what you're showing, dude.
Alan Scott is the guy that turned out to be gay at some point in the New 52.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they just did that just because, or was it that his character?
I think they did it.
They did it just because.
Just because.
Hate that.
No, you got to remember this was he was the Golden Age Green Lantern, so it's like. Yeah.
Wait, you mean the first Green Lantern?
Yes.
So they
changed.
Gotta be kidding me.
In the comics originally, he had two kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
His kids were Jade and Obsidian.
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice names, considering that it's yeah.
Well, that's their hero names.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although I think Jade's her name too.
Wasn't Green Lantern's weakness wood or something like that back then?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know is that some of them had weird weaknesses.
Right.
So they retconned him and they made him weak to the Yellow Lanterns. Technically.
Well, there was no Yellow Lanterns. They retconned him and made him weak to yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they changed it from a fantasy story to a sci-fi story.
Nice.
Because original Green Lantern was more magical, based for the power.
Okay. He was always teamed up with the Green Arrow. I know that.
Yeah, Al Jordan was. Yeah, that was their way of keeping him a little grounded.
All right.
But we all know how grounded Oliver Queen can be.
Yes, because we all know boxing glove arrows are completely logical. I fire mine all the time, and I knock pigeons out of the air.
I think that's the arrow we're all waiting for the Arrow TV show.
Oh my god!
Actually, it's actually appeared.
What?
Oh, it has?
Yeah, I think it was first season. It was just a fluke one. He didn't make it. It was on the fly that it got made.
No. Because the reason I say that is because that's everyone's favorite arrow.
That's because it's the most goofiest, funniest arrow there is. It's like it's a boxing glove arrow.
It doesn't kill you; it just knocks you out.
I know. It's like, hi, here's the deterrent. Get embarrassed. It's like, that's silly. Watch what happens when you get knocked out by it.
It's hilarious.
It's like
It's hilarious to watch the bad guy get knocked out with it.
oh my gosh, think about it. It's like, oh, it's like, well, how'd you get in here? Oh, I was wrestled by 5 cops and I knocked out 4 of them. Cool. Oh, what did you do? Oh, I got arrested by a net shot by a bunch of cops. Oh, okay, cool. And I tried to break out, but I kind of hurt myself. What about you? I got hit with an arrow with a boxing glove on it.
I got punched in the face with an arrow
Boxing
with a
glove on
boxing,
it.
with a boxing glove attached to it.
Guess who's gonna get beat up in prison?
Yeah. Yeah, you go with a story like that. Yeah, you will be the butt of every joke.
Yeah. So you better change up your story right quick.
Personally, I'd rather be arrested by Batman than Green Arrow.
Yes.
Who are we just talking about with W for their name? Instead of
But that's the thing about Green Arrow. You gotta love it. You gotta love his gimmicks. That's what separates him from Hawkeye.
Yes.
But you gotta remember, he had this thing. Not only did he want to take out the criminal, he wanted to humiliate him.
Yeah.
Found a way to do it.
The most ridiculous thing you can come up with.
Exactly.
Like I said, you don't want to be the guy whose story is I got knocked out by an arrow with a boxing glove on it.
Exactly.
That is the one story you never want to tell in prison.
No.
see, they don't say the arrow, the boxing glove with the arrow part. They just say, "Yeah, I got taken down by Green Arrow."
That would be a lot easier to avoid stuff.
Yeah. But just say you got taken out by Green Arrow. But
Yeah,
there's always going to be that one person that's going to ask you, which arrow did he use?
Yeah, exactly.
Which arrow
That's
did he
where
use?
you lie.
Let's see. Well, let's see. You don't have any holes in you, so it wasn't a sharp arrow.
Why the heck do you have a fist on your face from an arrow?
Nice shiner. I have to say that's a pretty nice shiner you got.
Yeah. You have a concussion.
It would just get so funny about after that.
Oh yeah, because then you just be like, you just say whatever is the coolest arrow is in his quill, and it's like you don't have the marks for it.
You don't have the mark for it, right?
Because that's the thing. They'll look for all the marks. Because if there's a guy like Green Arrow in the world, they're going to be studying him. It's like, oh, this guy's cool. And if you get caught by him, you get taken out by one of his arrows. They're going to know what type of arrow you got taken out by.
Ooh. Let's see, you don't have enough lines on your body for the fishing net, for the cargo net.
Yeah. Because those will leave some marks if you struggle.
Exactly. Right.
Well, it depends on how tightly you're wrapped in that cargo net. You don't need to have to be wrapped. It just needs to pin you to the ground or the wall.
Yeah, the net tightens itself as you struggle to get out of it.
True. You got the one thing is, if you got that shiner, it doesn't, or if you got like a cracked rib, it'd be like, huh? Why does it look like a glove?
And that would be the thing that makes you the laughing stock of the prison system.
Yeah, you either run or you work out. I suggest you try to do both at the same time. In fact, you know what? It's called cardio. You'll be running to get exercise from those prison from your fellow inmates.
Abe Sapiens in the chat band says, "Hey all."
Hey man.
But it just gets real funny.
Yeah, but back in the day, it wouldn't have been so much because every other criminal would have got knocked out by that boxing glove. So
yeah, it's true. And considering that, yeah, it would be true. It's like all taken out by that one arrow. But in today's world, be like, don't tell him, don't Don't tell him.
Don't tell him that I got hit in the eye with a boxing glove arrow.
Yeah.
Because it's not. Unfortunately, he does not use it much anymore.
I know.
True.
That's
But
true.
imagine getting hit that one time. He decides to pull it out that one time. It's like, yeah, I'm going to use this one. You haven't used it in so long. Who cares?
Then you might be mistaken for being taken out by Harley Quinn, who has a boxing glove gun.
What?
Or the Joker. He's got that too.
Yeah, that's where she got it from.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Harley Quinn has a boxing glove gun.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
That idea has been around for a long time. The boxing glove gun.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Man.
so if Green Arrow takes you out with the boxing glove arrow, you might be and unless you tell somebody you got hit that the Green Arrow gave it to you, they're gonna assume you got taken out by Harley Quinn.
This is true. So, who would rather be taken out by a crazy chick or a guy who has multiple different arrows who wears a mask?
Yeah. Point taken.
It doesn't sound good either way.
It doesn't. It doesn't. At least
Oh my
Batman
God.
and Superman will give you a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Even though Superman would be holding back. We know this.
Yeah. Superman
yeah.
could flick his pinky and your head would fly.
Yeah, you're not given a fighting chance. Superman comes up to you. It's how did you get here? Yeah, I got hit by somebody's pinky.
You got hit by Superman, didn't you? Yeah.
I got flicked off by Superman. How do you think I got this?
It's like you're in a full body cast.
Oh.
I was supposed to be in the hospital for another 6 weeks.
Well,
But
no.
they needed space. But they needed the space, so they brought me here.
I could just see it now. All the old prisoners lying. It's like they're all sitting next to each other, like I talked earlier. All have multiple bruises. It's just the guy flicked from Superman in a giant body cast. It's like I got flicked by Superman.
Well, at that point, the guy that got taken.
Of giving Superman the option of really cutting loose.
It was all I'm probably one of the people in the minority of this, but I actually did like Man of Steel.
So did I.
Really?
Yeah. So did I. I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one because I like what they did when they dug into the Kryptonian background.
Man of Steel.
That was cool. I'm not a big Superman fan. I mean, I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I did love that movie. I did like it. I actually do like it a lot.
Man of Steel's the one where that he went after was against Zod, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I actually found it somewhat believable for the fight scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they trashed the whole city. You know, you got two guys of that power level.
Yeah.
You know,
and
Zod probably wouldn't have quite the power level of Clark.
No, Superman was actually. If we go by what we were seeing in the movie, Zod was actually getting stronger.
Yeah,
he was.
But what I mean is, yeah, he'd be getting stronger over time.
Over time,
no, he was getting stronger during that fight. He was getting a lot stronger during that fight.
Yeah, but see, the also thing that would help Zod is being the military guy that he is. Yeah. He would have strategy in fight.
He did.
He's better trained for a fight than Clark. Clark would just be a brawler at that point.
He was a brawler at that point.
But the thing is, he didn't expect Clark to have all these powers. That's the thing.
That's true.
That's what caught him off guard.
Yeah. With the one thing is, a lot of people complained about, oh, why didn't Superman save all the people in Metropolis? Okay, I like to explain this. Number one, what would Zod do? It's like, oh, where's Kal-El? Oh, he's saving people. Start killing people and then get him.
Right.
Yeah, because that's what I would do if I was Zod, because he's a thinker. It's like, so he's saving all these people while we're destroying the city. You know what? We just need the machine to run. All we got to do is take him out and get him to try to help as many people as possible. Then we just pounce on it. that would have been the end of the movie, and Superman would have died. I hate to
Exactly.
say it, but
That's
he
true.
couldn't take on that many Kryptonians.
No.
Yeah. This is a Justice League level event, but the Justice League
Yeah.
isn't formed yet.
Right.
You get Superman battling Zod and a few other the bigger leaguers, the big guns battling, and you get all the other smaller guns, like somebody like the Flash, doing rescue.
Right.
Yeah. But the one thing is, I seriously believe if Zod was still around, if he didn't take down Zod the way he did, by breaking his neck, I seriously believe Zod would have been far more powerful than Superman, considering how he was adapting so quickly.
Quickly, yeah.
Yeah.
There you are.
Well, he would have been more powerful, not since physically or whatever, but in strategy and using his powers more effectively.
Yeah. If he would have killed, I hate to say it, if he would have
had
killed
to
that
wait.
family, that would have stopped Superman from holding him, and that would have caused Superman to die.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, but that's how my brain thinks when it comes to these type of things. I'm thinking ahead. It's like, okay, that if this is how it is, then this is what more than likely will happen.
Yeah.
When Superman comes up against guys like Zod, Darkseid, he only has one option.
And
they leave him with only one option.
Yeah. Because why would you want... Some people said that he should just let Zod leave. Really? Let the guy who wants to kill your planet leave. No, because he'll just come back 100 times stronger.
He wants to terraform the planet so that it could be the new Krypton.
Yeah, he's not leaving, so.
No.
Yeah, he ain't leaving. And there's no prison. There's no prison that can hold him.
Exactly.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. At that point, there was 0 prisons that could hold him. Not even what you call it, Superman's Fortress of Solitude could hold him.
No.
Well, that might have been able. That might have had something that could hold him.
It might have, but we didn't get to see. But that's the thing. Zod literally was too powerful to be left alive.
Exactly.
Yeah. All the Kryptonians, really, especially if they're following the...
Any one of them.
Although I didn't like the fact that Superman killed. He's not supposed to kill, but...
in this case, he had no choice.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's a terrible villain to start off with,
Yeah.
I don't know who you start off with.
Well, for someone like Superman, you should start off small.
True.
Yeah. I don't want to see
that he had to hold back because the average person isn't as strong as he is.
True.
Yeah. Christopher C. says, "Ooh, who's the honey with the big jugs?" It's
the Major.
It's the Major.
Major from Ghost in the Shell.
Oh man, this is fun.
Like I said, each hero is always something different. But when you got a hero as powerful as Superman, it's like he's always holding back.
Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't really have a chance to really let go.
That's true.
I'm not sure who would have been good as a good villain for Superman in the first movie. Maybe 2 or 3 C-listers, maybe B-listers.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They'd have to really develop Lex Luthor for that one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have had Lex Luthor could have actually built his suit.
Maybe Lex with his suit, but I don't really want to see Lex as the villain. That's even something what I didn't like in Batman versus Superman. Lex sort of being just reading Christopher's next comment.
What they did there, they basically turned Lex Luthor into the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what I was going to say is we've had, like in every Superman movie before Batman versus Superman or Superman before Man of Steel, Lex is like the villain in it some way.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm tired of Lex being the villain.
the thing is, Lex is telling the story from a human perspective. That's all he's doing.
Yeah. Well, you can get what's her name to do it too. Lois.
But you'd be telling it from a woman's perspective, and it wouldn't be as clear. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as clear.
All right.
Think about the conversations that he's gotten into with Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't. Maybe you should have Luther in it, but you don't have him being the villain.
Right.
I just, him facing off against Luther.
All right.
What were you saying there, Mighty?
I says like when Lex was elected president, Superman didn't like it, but there was nothing he could do about it.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, he could in a way, but that would just show him that he.
Right.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to stay in good favor with everyone else, there was nothing he could really do about it.
True.
Christopher's saying Lex and Brainiac would have been better than Zod. Yeah, but even Brainiac is too big of a villain for
exactly
a first move.
For a first time Superman movie, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Who would be a good villain? I mean, I'm not a big Superman fan, so I don't really know a lot of supervillains that he's fought.
Well, he has a whole host. There's although it would probably be a Maxima, maybe. Might not be too bad. Oh, she's a lesser known one.
Yeah, but you got to remember, most of the more interesting stories come as him as Clark Kent sniffing out the underworld.
Yeah.
That's where the more interesting stories happen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. There's Metallo. Wouldn't be not too bad.
It wouldn't be too bad, but you'd have to have Kryptonite introduced already. That's for that to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be good. He'd be good in a second or third movie as a very minor villain.
Right.
I'm just trying. Again, Mongol. Again, not one really.
Mongol would be almost as powerful as Darkseid, so you'd have to wait.
Yeah.
You'd have to wait on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toyman?
Type of extraterrestrial being, you'd have to wait on that one.
Toyman?
There you go.
Toyman?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Toyman or Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe both of them.
Yeah, but with Mr. Mxyzptlk, there wouldn't be a fight scene in this one, because it would be him figuring out ways to trick him to say his name backwards.
Yeah. Well, there might be fight scenes in some of the things Mxyzptlk,
right. Some of the mischief that he does, yeah.
Yeah.
The fun part of those stories is the numerous ways he tricks him into saying his name backwards.
Yeah. And I'd actually want to see a real good Mxyzptlk. Everybody that they've had do it so far is not good. They always get somebody way too tall, You need like a midget to play him. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see.
Those are two that would be probably half decent off the top of our heads.
No, there was one time in the Superman animated series, he tricked him into spelling his name backwards by proofreading an article that he was writing.
Yeah.
Which was very funny.
But that's the thing. How do you get something like that to last 2 hours?
Right. That's true.
To be honest, I hate to say it, but even though most of us wouldn't want a lot of us I mean, I would like it if Lex
I would
Luthor would
like-
have had his power suits.
Yeah,
But I would have really
Yeah.
liked to see that as a first villain because that would have set the mark.
exactly.
Because he would have had the kryptonite powers. Yes, you could introduce it because that would be simple. A lot of people know he's weak to kryptonite, and you could do. And the way that they could structure it would have
You have
been
to write it
different.
into the story at some point before Lex
The suit
Luthor
was made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there was like this weird there was this weird situation where he was near some type of event, or say he went to save a farmer's market, or whatever it was, something where people sell homemade items, and kryptonite was
Right.
there, and he's chasing one of these villains, and he has a headache and he falls, and Lex Luthor just was there hosting the event or whatever,
Right.
and he realizes something was where he fell, so he goes towards that area, and it'd be like probably one of the ways he'd be like, I want to buy all your jewelry or
Right.
something like that.
Okay, let's see. Christopher C says Lex finds him and wakes a weak Brainiac. Superman defeats him and he returns and later film stronger than Zod in the second film. Kind of like what they should have done with Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing about Ultron is it was a joint project between Tony Stark and Hank Pym, but they hadn't introduced Hank Pym yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hank Pym. The only and that would actually lead to the Brainiac thing that Christopher C is referring to. Would lead to maybe Lex being able to build his power suit,
Right.
getting technology from Brainiac.
So that could be played in that Brainiac would be foreshadowed in another movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how he would get his technology. He would start to fight Superman. Of course, Superman would win in the end, but it would be interesting. It would have been interesting to see that. But no, we got Riddler, Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of messed up everything.
Yeah.
Well, we got Riddler, Lex Luthor, and Superman 2, if you will. Is that Superman 2 or not? What do you guys get?
Yeah.
We got Riddler, Lex Luthor, and Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's just simply that's like basically your first minor Justice League movie.
Yeah.
That's like Justice League Zero.
It was like a 2-hour trailer for a Justice League movie. That's what it was.
Yeah. Because my exact words after the movie, after Man of Steel ended, I'm like, okay, now when does the movie start?
Exactly.
Because that was such a good build-up.
It was. They should have made a sequel to that first before going into Dawn of Justice and all that.
Yeah. The one thing with I believe if they would have done a Justice League without Steppenwolf, instead they do it with Zod, it would have been a little bit more interesting.
It would have been.
Because it'd be like, what the heck is this? And Batman would obviously find out that, he was trying to terraform the planet.
Right.
And they would set up a lot of stuff. Flash would be saving people, and Superman would take out the other side, take out the other machine on the other side, and it would probably be like if Wonder Woman or Aquaman was about to face off against. Aquaman would probably face off against like Zod or something like that.
Yeah.
And fight him and start to get his wrecked by Zod, and then right before the final blow, Superman comes in and body slams Zod.
Yeah.
And it would be just like
made a good Justice League villain.
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. Zod would have made a good Justice League villain because his plan was to terraform the entire planet. So you would have ran into Wonder Woman, Aquaman, the Flash, and all that while he was doing this.
Yeah, he really would have.
Yeah, you would have thought Wonder Woman would have stepped up, and even
Right.
Bruce at that point, since Bruce is already Batman.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would have been much easier.
It
Instead
would
of
have been.
just have Zod fight the Justice League. And not to mention he has henchmen. We could have had multiple different fights during that movie.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah. Could have you seen Wonder Woman going up against that female Kryptonian?
Oh, that would have
Yeah.
been a cool fight.
That would have been cool.
Let's see.
Ursa.
Yeah,
That
it would have
would
been
have been a cool.
Uh,
because that would have been much more of a it would have been a very, very interesting uh way to figure out how to get people out of Metropolis if people were complaining that why isn't Superman
Right.
saving all the people? Well, if there was a Justice League movie, you would have had the Flash.
Exactly.
Yeah. Another good one, maybe a villain, the Insect Queen.
Mm.
Who?
Insect
Sorry, I'm not
Queen.
big on. I don't think I've heard of her. I'm not a. I mean,
Uh,
remember, I'm a manga dude, and I'm barely getting in, and I was just starting the comics until all the weird
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's basically Lana Lang's turned into a villain who calls herself
Oh,
Insect Queen.
okay.
And
Yeah.
she's had a variety of different powers or whatever over the
So
years.
it's kind of like Kerrigan from StarCraft, except probably before all that.
Yeah.
I looked up a list of his villains, so I'm just going through them, seeing which ones I think might be good for a first movie.
But yeah, it should. But now that I think about it, I still like and I love actually the Man of Steel movie. But yeah, it would have been a better movie for the first Justice League movie.
Right.
Okay, this isn't a villain that I'm suggesting, but apparently a lesser known villain of Superman's is Professor X.
What?
In
What?
Superboy, number 69, December 1958. Superboy's enemies, two criminals using a single identity as a mob boss.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that would get the throw you guys for a loop.
That did. That really did, actually.
That's why he's a lesser known villain because the first
Yeah,
thing that came to mind when you said that was Professor X from the X-Men.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, how is it? It's like he's in a wheelchair and he has he has telepathy and telekinetic powers. I mean, I know he's powerful enough to stop people in their tracks, but this is Superman we're talking about.
He has the power to control men's mind, bend them to his will.
I'm Superman.
Ooh.
Whack!
Oh, I know probably a perfect one. I didn't see it here yet. The Atomic Skull.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of him.
He was at least one point a fairly major villain of Superman.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm. Yeah, but they usually hold him off for a Justice League story nowadays.
Yeah. Although Superman can take care of him himself usually.
Yeah.
I think he would have made a good. Oh, I did see it. It's up there. Sorry.
Yeah.
He would have made it, or Bloodsport.
Now that would have been a nice first villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are a lot of good ones that they could have used.
All right. Man, stretch. So, man, all right. I'm getting kind of. So, what do you guys don't want to keep going or what? Because I'm kind of.
Yeah, it's 2:30 here now. I've been done this for over half an hour. So maybe I should say bye to the chat. You want to show for yourself there, Mighty?
Well, as always, you can find me here on YouTube under Mighty Geek Studios or on Twitter at Mighty Geek 21.
Okay.
Go for it, Ulrich.
All right. I'm Elric Hugo. You can find me here on YouTube. as Elricuga, and the same exact spelling on Twitter.
Cool. And I am Rick Piper of Cross Comics. I am here daily, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Although tomorrow I might be a bit late. I'll probably be back in time for 1. So, and I do a drawing of something during the day. You can find out more about that in my new welcome video.
All right. Ooh, wait! Don't forget, vote for Booster tonight.
Yes, vote for Booster on Drawn and Quartered Pro Edition.
Yes.
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 As long as he's there. Hopefully he hasn't given up a seat to anybody else or whatever.
Please don't give up your seat, Booster.
I don't know what's going on with that yet, but we'll find out, I guess, tonight.
Yeah. Everybody cross your fingers. Pray that Booster is on there.
So, and remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, share, and comment for all of us.
Yep.
Your comments will hopefully make the show better. Christopher goes, laugh out loud, Booster. So we'll see one of all of you hopefully tomorrow. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day.
All right.